You remind me exactly who you are. It's what you said when I heard you say, and all I ever wanted is what I am today.
All right, welcome to Backstage Pass. We're here with the Stepford Five, and I don't know, what do you guys have a name for this location here? It's kind of like the secret practice lair.
It's the land of sugar.
Yeah, it's called the land of sugar.
The land of sugar.
The girls from Electric Porn call it the land of sugar daddies, but
Okay, yeah, I saw that on the wall over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Before.
Land
Yeah.
of sugar daddy.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That would imply that there's rich people here. There's nobody. There's nobody rich. There's nobody rich in this room ever.
So who else practices here? I was lucky enough to attend a Miranda Sound practice here once, probably about a month ago or so. When I saw one of your set lists on the wall there, actually there's a Miranda Sound poster up there now. She said Electric Porn.
The Electric Porn's been practicing. They took over the slot after us, which is where the Johnson brothers actually used to practice. And they still do whenever they're back in town. Templeton practices here when they're working. I think they're on a break right now. And then who else is there? Wolfgang Parker. A lot of random guys just come in and grab equipment while we're playing. We don't know if they're stealing it or...
The drum guy.
Yeah, there's the drum guy. It's a massive drum kit. This guy just comes in here and all he does is play drums for like 3 hours straight by himself.
And you have no idea who he is?
I don't know, but apparently he's so good that there's no one good enough to play with him, so he just plays by himself.
And the set's set up over there. Please don't touch it because if you do,
No, the camera guy's getting kind of close.
Yeah, okay, well this is a great place here. It's awesome. You guys practice for 3 hours a week, is that right? I mean,
we practice here 3 hours a week.
Okay.
We do a supplement. We do another practice at my apartment and like just go all line in using digital drums, headphones and stuff. It's not the most ideal thing, but if there's a song we need to work on or something, we'll go there and do it for free rather than pay for another session here.
so you have to pay for each session here then?
Yeah, we just run a block of time, but I mean, we always know we'll have that block of time, just like on a monthly basis, so. It works out good because there's not really too many other places like this in town. In fact, I don't even know of another place in town like this where you can run out of time for practice. I mean, it comes fully equipped with the PA and everything. So.
Oh, does it? I thought you guys just probably all work together with the other bands to create all this, but...
No, it's all provided.
This is cool.
By the powers that be.
Monty Temple.
Yeah, it's owned by Monty Temple, he's a sound guy in town, and he's
the best sound guy.
Yeah, we always try to get him whenever we can. So he's nice enough to keep this place open and gives us a place to play because I don't know where else we'd go if it wasn't here.
Yeah, the great thing about this is you can really turn up everything and just
actually
worry about the noise.
The best part about this is actually non-playing related. It's just in the fact that we've become friends with a lot of the other bands that practice here. I mean, that's how we met the guys from Templeton and the Johnson brothers. We hooked up a show with them, and now Miranda Sound's in here. We got them in here, so it's like, it's cool camaraderie. It kind of gets all the musicians. People are in and out, so it kind of gets you, unless you get to know people before you see them out in the scene, high street.
Right. So. And speaking of Miranda Sound, did you guys know? Because I know Sean and Billy both went to BG, and who all went to BG here? Three? All three of you guys?
Yeah, Tim, Jason, and Jason all went to. That's where we met Billy.
So you didn't know those guys there?
Yeah, actually, we all kind of have college radio history together. Sort of, we kind of ran a radio station out there called WFAL, which is a great modern rock station, and hopefully still is. But I mean, really, that's because we all just always have loved music, and it was a great outlet for us to get new music and know what was coming out before, like, kind of the public did. And plus, we just had a lot of good times back there. So, and just, we were all playing music back then in some form or another. None of our bands were necessarily in the formations that they are now, but we were all kind of pushing each other to kind of do better and keep writing and someday continue with it when we were done with school, and that's kind of what happened. It just all happened to be in the same place.
Cool, that's great. You guys, both bands, Miranda Sound and the Stepford Five, obviously ended up here in Columbus.
Right.
We came first. just remember that.
Yeah.
No. It's cool to have Billy down here. He's got a great band, and it's good to have somebody that you know and have a history with that you we trade shows every now and then, and just just good to have a familiar face in town.
Well, we've only been here like a year, and being that when we got here, and we still are kind of like a new band, and it was hard, it's like a new kid at school trying to make new friends. And I mean, now we kind of have a reputation driving with us, but it's still cool to have, like, Billy came down and he was like a friend, and we knew him, we could play with their band, and we kind of had that bond. We always probably will have that bond that like a lot of the Columbus bands have that we kind of had to force our way into. So that's kind of the other nice thing about having another band here that kind of started the same way we did and kind of has a similar philosophy to making music as we do. So that's kind of a cool thing about that.
You guys got together roughly a year ago, or?
Yeah, Jason and I, we've known each other since 6th grade, since homeroom.
That's right, I read about that.
Yeah, somehow it always creeps into the press. I guess it's kind of interesting, so I bring it up. But I mean, yeah, we used to go and he'd show me his Kiss records. He had the Ace Frehley solo album, and like I have back then I was like, I think all I listened to was Van Halen. That was like the only thing I knew until David Lee Roth's solo album came out and I heard Steve Vai. But
he would always buy the cassettes, and that was too cheap to buy them, so I'd double them on those really cheap Memorex
Memorex tapes. Yeah.
So he was just like my music library. We weren't really friends. I just used him.
He's still using me right now.
Oh.
But and then we hooked up with Tim and Bowling Green, obviously, and with the first band that we put together out there, which kind of migrated into this band down here. Tim was our keyboard player, actually. So.
Yeah, how's that switch, Tim? I mean, had you ever played bass before?
No, but I didn't play keyboards before.
It doesn't really matter.
We had tried a keyboard player, and he just didn't understand like our kind of music. He was, had a different kind of way of approaching it, and didn't understand that keyboards are not a big part of what we do. They're a part, but they're a very small part. So I knew Tim was a musician. He wrote songs. He played guitar.
This guy's got a vault of like over 300 songs. He borrowed my 4-track for like a week, and I'd get it back at the end of the week, and I'm like, so did you get anything done? He'd be like, yeah, I got 30 songs. That was it. And I'm like, what? I mean, I don't even write 30 songs in a year. Probably in 3 years.
But most importantly, he liked all the bands that we liked, and I knew he had some music ability, so I said, to Keith and the rest of the guys in the band, hey, what about getting Tim in the band? I can teach him the keyboard parts.
It was more like, we can make him play this, and he has no say.
Yeah.
Well, if you can't play, then you're going to play a lot less.
Yeah,
That's kind of what happens. So
It's one of those
I was
straight-up
actually taking
philosophies we have.
I was taking a class to learn to play keyboards.
The funny part is he probably has the most formal musical training out of any of us. I don't know. What about you, Mark? Did you have any formal training?
A little bit. Just some of those little.
Tim probably had more of that. Tim had guitar classes and piano classes. And
At a real young age, you did?
No, in college.
Oh, in college.
we took a lot of recording engineering classes together too.
Okay, I'm sure that helps.
And Sean from Rain of Sound was actually involved in one of
Yeah.
them.
When he says he has the most musical, technical knowledge, it's not. That's relative.
I still can't read music.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
compared to like me and Keith, taking a couple guitar lessons.
I gotta start asking that question more often, because I never asked who started playing instruments when they were 2 and 3 and banging the pots and pans around the kitchen. I don't know. You started
I was
that way.
doing that. I had drum sets made of paint cans and
Cardboard guitars.
cardboard guitars. Did you have those too?
Yeah.
I had those. Cut in the shape of a BC Rich Warlock.
I got an acoustic guitar when I was like 8 or 9, started taking lessons, and I just hated it. I was like learning like really just the lamest songs ever. Just learning like the vocal melody, like boom 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 boom.